Hey guys, it's me T. Oh, I forgot. That's why I turned on my laptop. I wanted to play some music, but not happening, so that's okay. Oh my gosh, my towel's like really out loud there too. But it's okay. We're just gonna get rolling. So the yin card for today is Saraswati, the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. Now, I just want to tell you that both of these cards jumped the fuck out today. So there's a real urging or a calling for you to literally just play around today, okay? I just think that your heart really needs to free itself up, and that's on a, to do small things creatively well. I think is very good in terms of increasing your what I'm hearing is outlet, but increasing, yeah, your outlet, but also increasing kind of like the expansion within you, because I feel as though with these ecliptical kind of energies that came in for us, we've just been kind of downloaded all these really amazing, like, heart based knowledge type of stuff. And music is a really good way to, well, arts, it doesn't matter. Music, arts, feng shui is an art, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever you feel, whatever your intuition is guiding you today to do on a very small level, it's actually on a very big level. And it's interesting because I'm getting that a lot of people are also doing a lot of moving today in terms of just like moving their energy. And I think that's also why the arts, why this card and this goddess kind of came in, is just to basically say, hey, you've been downloaded some purity type of energies, with this eclipse moon, right? And so now is the time to kind of really like to basically ground and settle those energies in. You have to kind of work with them to move them around somehow, like just like, through the playing of a guitar, like meddling of with a guitar, or or just like do whatever you think you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you find creatively, for whatever you what is the word that I want to look for, or that what is the word that I'm looking for to say, whatever I guess resonates with you oh my god, on a creative level. You do that for yourself today. It's like there's so many downloads coming through, but they're also like super funny. So, like they were giving me the word cryptic, and I'm like, "What? That like has nothing to do with this reading." So that's why I'm like laughing. I'm like, "That's not the word that I wanted." But what I'm trying to say is creative, right? So express yourself through creative activities, and it could be just one, or it could be multiple, or it could be where you're just like, you're looking into your, quote unquote, like toy box today and playing with a whole bunch of them and just kind of like, messing around with like the toys. Like this could even, what I'm also sensing is like, this could even be like a puzzle that you start piecing together. Like maybe you had a puzzle for a long time and you just wanted to start doing that, like start putting the pieces together on that, like that type of thing. It's like, you're just like meddling with different things that you're just like, okay, well, my inner child really misses this. Um, Also, I feel like this is very heart opening as you do it. So it's very important that you do it for yourself, because it's kind of like you're giving attention to your heart, but also the activities are opening your heart at the same time, right? So again, really welcoming these pure energies, these new beginning energies that have just kind of like been downloaded to us, really, because I feel like we're coming out of this, there was kind of like a darkness to it, like a darkness type of energy to it before the pure white light showed up, right? I mean, listen, the pure white light is always going to be there, but the whole thing is, it's like sometimes we don't, sometimes we're kind of like too in the dark, um to really like play around with these joyful energies. Do you get what I'm saying? Like and a lot of the times I really like the quote where I really think of it a lot of the times when it comes down to like me being in like a darker spot. It's kind of like that's when God is loving you the most, right? So it's just interesting how you're being loved the most when you're in your darkest time. So it's like kind of like you're being taken care of, you're being cradled. So it's like, don't worry, like things are gonna get better in terms of visually speaking. And even though you're sensing the yin to the yang aspect of your life, like, or actually it might be, if you think about it, it's more you're feeling the yin to the yang, right? Aspect of your life. It's like you're still, no matter what, being watched over, and still that's also very much needed, right? So now we're kind of coming out of the yin energies, and the yin energies are basically what's within us, right? What was I going to say? So yeah, so we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're playing around with our purity energies that we've just been downloaded, and that is all good. That's really beautiful. Is there anything else for me to say here? No. All right. So here comes the sun, because I just saw the sun. And also, they're both very golden. These definitely wanted to play. They definitely wanted to play today. Just look at this. The back of the cards are super empowering. Like, they're golden. They're just as like, there's a sun truly coming out, and there's a royalty coming out, a wealth coming out with these cards. So, I just wanted to say that, it's really kind of like you're getting to the top of your game. Like, there's gold there, right? And Ganesh, he's actually gold in this picture. So it's very interesting that all of these gods or goddesses, should I say, and ascended masters are really truly like kind of in the gold today, in terms of just being on their high vibes. That's what I'm trying to say. Also their will, right? Like the yellow is like kind of very like high quality will taking, right? So you're willing to make really big moves, I feel, that are pretty golden, pretty quality, and that's a beautiful thing, So here's the yang, which is the yang card, which is fertility. And this is also really beautiful because look at that. They're both playing off of music vibes today, right? So fertility, the art. So it's kind of like she's the purity. And isn't it interesting? She's so pure in the light, right? And he's like also very pure, but he's more dark energy, right? So it's kind of like this wholesome type of feel today that's going on with our helpful people in travel, where it's like, the yin and the yang are together, really kind of creating these very magical high vibes for us, where, it has a lot to do with music. So if you can play music in your helpful people in travel corner, which is the furthest right hand corner and closest to the door, the entry door that you well, do I want to say that? Yeah, like, so when you walk into a room, it's the closest right hand corner to you. So that's where your helpful people in travel are. So yeah, and there's a lot of flowers I'm sensing here too. So there's a lot of blossoming of sorts. But fertility is basically all about, I feel like, okay, so this is talking about creative activities. Pan, I don't know actually who, I have to kind of read the book if I'm guided to do so. They're telling me not yet. But long story short, so Pan is basically like based off of fertility. Fertility is kind of like, okay, because you've take the action of working with your creative vibes, you are now actually culminating on something and bringing to the light something that was in the dark, and something that, maybe you tried working on a very long time ago that like didn't pan out. You could be reevaluating it, reassessing it, revisiting it in terms of having it replay itself back again, right? So again, we're talking about replay. We're talking about playing and music. So it's like, yeah, just replay that type of project that you've been thinking about, or that you put off for a little bit, and it's then going to come to fruition, right? So because it's all about divine timing, right? So it's like never Never beat yourself up on if you don't complete something. Let's say you start something and you don't complete it. Don't beat yourself up about it because there's really no reason to, first of all. Second of all, the universe just wants you to see that you're actually attempting something, right? And sometimes you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle right then and right there. But if you work with what you have and you just kind of develop it to where it needs to be, you're actually you're more closer to having it full throttle be wholesome in terms of its completion. But also sometimes you really do need to work, and it's a lot of the times that you don't realize it, but you end up working with the universal energies that are meant to heighten you rather than heighten you and heighten the project in the same in divine timing, right? So it's like never really up to you. Like your ego could want it done right now, and that's fine and cool. I mean, everybody wants their projects done right here, right now, but it's like you have to question or ask yourself, like, would you rather it be done right now and have it be a shit job, or would you rather have patience and work up until like you can, right? Until you see that you can, or up until you're interested in it, and then put it to the side and then revisit it when the timing is right for you to have a better quality output, right? So a lot of people don't think like that. They're just like, no, I want to get it done right now. And it's like, yeah, it feels great to feel accomplished, but you're going to feel double the greatness once that halfly done project reaches completion, right? In divine timing, you'll feel double the greatness in terms of accomplishment. So it's never a bad thing, right? So what was I gonna say? So yeah, so the fertility is like you're if it's not a new project, you're really giving birth to, you're like rebirthing an old project, okay? And maybe what I am sensing is you're rebirthing an old project because of the fact that I've been talking about like replay and all that stuff. So it's like you're reassessing, you're reviewing, that type of thing. So it could be an old project coming back, you're whipping it back out, you're finalizing it. Fertility could be actually finalizing it too, right? Because it's kind of like the end of a birthing process. I just saw 1212 as I saw that. So it's kind of like, so that is what I'm getting there. Do you want me to read the book on fertility? Yeah, they do actually. So hold on one second. One second. I wasn't thinking I was going to read out of the book, but they want me to, so. And I think it's a great idea, too. Let's see. I gotta breathe, guys. I got to breathe. Where are we? Fertility. Okay, fertility. Oh, should I forget? That's okay. Here we go. Do I actually put that over here at all? Okay, no. Sorry, I was just dealing with like a new thought that just popped into my head. All right. So it says this card signifies, and this is the card that we're talking about. Okay. So it says this card signifies, and I can actually hold it. Yeah. This card signifies that it's a very fertile time for you. This is an ideal time for the conception of a baby or new projects. All of the doors are open for you right now. Your mind is fertile with many wonderful new ideas, and abundance easily flows to you. Amen to that, because that is a highlighted thing. Abundance easily flows to you. And that motorcycle confirms it. Since everything is in its infancy stage, have patience with the growth process. Just nurture yourself and your project so that you can stay strong and fertile. Additional meanings of this card: you have the Midas touch and everything is turning to gold right now. Wow, we were just talking about gold earlier. That's amazing. Okay, then it says there's good news about pregnancy or adoption. Let go of worries or guilt and enjoy yourself. Okay, again, enjoy yourself, guys. This is, and really that's what you're supposed to be doing, because that, I feel like this is a joyous card right here. I mean, they both are in their own way, right? But this is like more like a light looking card than a dark looking card. Not that they're any type of wrong. It's It's just, here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to say. Divine feminines bring a lot more light than divine masculines, because divine masculines are very, I don't want to say set in their ways, but they're very focused and concentrated on how to, like, how to be happy with money. Okay, that it's very interesting. I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's basically what I'm trying to say. Is like they're very focused more on money, and hence they become like non-believers in a sense, a little bit, right? Like I'm talking about the majority of men. I'm like, and that could be a really bad generalization, but I don't give a fuck, because that's really what I've kind of seen in my lifetime. So I want to say the feminine really brings a lot of joy into the masculine's life. Okay, this also could mean that, you know, helpful people in travel, like there might, like, you two people might really meet each other in terms of, you know, being very creative in terms of you know, in terms of their creativity and activity. So if you're like moving around today, in terms of like kind of going after your creativity, like you might just meet somebody of a counterpart, right? So that's what I said is like the Saraswati card is more filled with light, because she is divine feminine. She's a divine feminine goddess, and the divine feminine normally and usually, if you really see it out in the world, it's like the feminine qualities of a female really bring more joy into a space like no other. Okay, and that's usually the case. Sometimes it's not, because, you know, we got crazy bitches out there too that are super not happy. But the whole thing is, again, this is just like a majority of what I've seen, right? So just like I was talking about the divine masculine, it's like majority of what I see is males aren't that happy. They're not that joyous. They're actually more in the, you know, on the darker side of life. You know what I'm saying? Just, and not on the darker side of life, but more so like they're just little, you know, they're just too focused on, you know, how to make a lot of money and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? And not where, so I don't know. It's coming out really fucked up and crazy, but I'm just going to leave it at that, because I feel like I'm digging myself a deeper hole. But but I don't give a shit, because that's really what I want to express, right? Like I don't know how else to better express it. So but I'm sure that you can feel in my heart that it's like I'm not hating on anybody. It's just like I'm just describing how, you know, the society kind of works, right? So it says, there is good news about pregnancy or adoption. Let go of worries or guilt and enjoy yourself. Now is a good time to start projects. All right. Do I read what Pan is all about right now? All right, they're telling me yes. So just so you guys know, Pan is an ancient Greek deity of nature, mirth, music. I don't know what mirth is. Music and fertility. It was love at first sight for Pan when he spotted the lovely wood nymph Syrinx. Yet Syrinx didn't return his affection. It's said that Pan was so unattractive that his name became the root of the word panic, because of the reaction children had when they saw him. So Pan So Pan ran after Syrinx down the river. Syrinx called upon water nymphs to help. Again, we're talking about helpful people in travel, which is funny. And they turned Pan into willow reeds. As Pan yelled for help, the reeds made beautiful music. Later, when Pan transformed into his original self, he made a music instrument of reeds, which is today called a panpipe. Call upon Pan or Pan for help with fertility issues, music, or to relax and enjoy yourself. So that's basically what's going on. That's beautiful. It's like we're really relaxing and enjoying ourselves today, in the essence of, you know, our creative work, but also in essence of music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm gonna go put on some music right now. Now that I've forgotten to do that for the reading, but that's okay. There was enough music that actually ended up showing up in here. So, yeah, we're going to end it at that. Thank you guys so much for your time today, and I will come at you with a video tomorrow. Love you. Thank you. Bye.